Alright, so one of the things that I basically found out in 2015 was essentially there was like a contagious disease known as schizophrenia. And that contagious disease had a bunch of people all autonomously stating the same schizophrenic alter inside of their psyche. And so that that extreme anomaly. I noticed that the contagious disease of schizophrenia, it seemed weird to me, right? I was able to research in a real way what real schizophrenia is, right? And that I did that through interactions of people that actually have that disorder, and that nothing about that disorder is contagious. Nothing about those schizophrenic alters are ever reoccurring from patient to patient ever. And that this is where I springboarded. In ways it was a big fuck you kind of an idea. The military guys noticed this stuff around here. Yeah. And then I showed them typecasting, and I built it in a veneer, and there was some line manipulations, but I was essentially showing them what a bunch of those people were actually doing, and that those people knew in all ways that I was acting, and I was showing them why the contagious disease of schizophrenia was spreading, and that in lots of ways it represented people doing different typecastings, and that in ways a lot of that stuff was being reinforced behind the scenes through sound methodologies that they use in modern acting schools in ways. And so that was really what that was for. And it was also to make all these dumb cops really dumb and stuff. I mean, they had a whole series of reasons. But see, in the end, I erased all those because you people seem to just have a constant, like, dumb retardedness about all of that shit. Okay? And that's basically where, essentially it was making everybody so fucking dumb that I attempted to erase that stuff because everybody was sitting there blatantly being noticed as people who don't comprehend anything about anything that I was ever doing. And that then you people have no idea that prior to that, I went through a 10-day screening for PTSD. But if I had, 6 months earlier than that video, they would have noticed somebody like that. And that they didn't notice me. All they noticed is that I was suffering from some emotional issues that led me to be going into an adult trauma center based on a bunch of cops that basically victimized me horribly and caused a whole series of amnesias that I had in the past to be breaking down and causing me to have some emotional issues that then I responsibly checked myself into an adult trauma center like a responsible human being, and it was determined that I had a form of PTSD, an extreme form that's still, and probably they probably didn't document it, but the reality is that I also suffered from some traumatic amnesia issues that were subversively feeding a subconscious depression in me, okay? And so that is the more intellectual realities of why I went and did that. But see, it was an adult trauma center, and they also had people with other disorders around, and I was able to observe what those were. And then I had a signed off, written, documented, like, analysis of my psychology that then, fully knowing that you people in this weird world, they schizo people out of S&Ms in this area. See, that's the shit I was trying to investigate, and that basically I made you all look really fucking dumb. Okay? Really fucking dumb. And that basically it was becoming such a outing, hit out so many stupid fucking people, basically, that claim to have done some sort of behind the scene dark web investigation. And then that that is where in Washington D.C. Sure, oh yeah, they probably have a behind the scenes investigation ability too. And then I went to Washington D.C. to an adult trauma center, and that they would be able to. That 10-day analysis is a lot more extensive than anything you people would ever be able to present in any fucking way. And so I knew that. I used that as a tool against all of you people that attempt to discredit people that narc off your guys' illegal shit. So the reality is that typecasting is all I was ever doing. And that any analysis of the meta when I was making those videos might show a transsexual that basically fell into the category of being a fake schizophrenic. And then me looking at videos of chicks that are demonstrating typecasting. And so then that's when I demonstrated basically what all those people were fucking doing. Okay? And so most of you that sit there as a voyeur psychopath probably just don't really understand that you people pretty much don't actually interact with somebody. You guys don't ever really ask anybody questions. And then you guys think for yourself. And then you guys may not know that some people may be doing things that maybe some of you don't understand. And that there's a real reality is that just because you guys voyeur people, most of you are too stupid to realize how dumb all of you are and how none of you pretty much could ever understand a person in a real way. See, you people are watchers from afar. You people don't really have any ability of doing an accurate psychological profile of anybody because you're all crazy. And crazy people usually have a cognitive block on being able to empathize with a victim or somebody else. And so that's a real true aspect about all of you. You people pretty much just sit around coming up with these weird, stupid explanations, and that none of you really seem like educated, none of you really seem credible, none of you really seem like anything other than a group of sex freak hypnotists that are sitting around torturing a victim at the end of your Twilight S&M. That's all you people really seem like. That's all it seems like. So, if you guys are going to continue to like have all these retarded explanations and everything, just remember, the stuff you guys come up with gets verified. They don't take your guys' word for it or anything.